Oi, laddies, welcome to the fucking trading show. That's about the Irish I got. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Welcome back to the trading show. My name is David. I'm joined with the Zen Master himself.
JP, that's right, your Zen friend.
Zen friend. There's a lot of like plays we can do. Zen
a lot
friend,
of variations.
Zen Den, Zen Zone, Zen City Crypto.
We're having fun with it.
We're feeling real Zen-tastic today, you know? That's all I got.
Yes, sir.
Is that Irish music in the background?
I hear a little something.
By the way, I'm a little far, but I don't see no green on you, bro.
Yeah, unfortunately, man, I was a little late to the party.
Come on, bro.
What you got? What you got?
I got the green Nikes, bro.
Okay. You know, I got green in my account, though, right now.
Oh!
Hey!
Oh! My boy
That's all the
cooking
green
over
I
here.
need right now.
Hey, Jay Andrew, I showed you my shoes. You know, I was walking out of the house today. I see my daughter has her cute little green tiara. I'm like, fuck, today's St. Patrick's Day. And so I'm like, well, I'm not going upstairs to change again. So I just put on my green shoes. All right, so we're excited to have you back today. There's a lot happening. Bitcoin, you know, yesterday we started dumping JP and we held above 73K. I was a little surprised. I'm not gonna lie. I thought we were gonna see a little more of a dump. We put in this, well, I guess technically we didn't put in a lower low, but we did close below this high here at around 74K. My number really was 74. I was like, in my mind, I was like, if we lose 74K, we're probably going down to low 71, maybe even the high 70s. But we held above 73. We saw a nice bounce around 73.3. And then we attempted to retake 75 again, but that was where we met resistance. As you can see here, our VWAP upper band lives at around $75,000. We take a look at market cipher. Money flow looks healthy. Momentum indicators look great. Beautiful V-shaped recovery on the momentum waves here on market cipher B. By the way, I'm on the 1 hour time frame. VWAP expansion to the upside, officially put in a higher high. So things are looking juicy. The only, I don't want to say concern, but the only hesitation I have, JP, is look where we are now. We are at our VWAP mid band. And so that typically doesn't hold as much weight in terms of support and resistance as the upper and the lower band do.
Okay.
But still, as I speak, we're climbing above it. What are your thoughts? And the other thing I'll mention too, JP, is, again, each downturn volume has increased while the volume has begun to decrease on the green candles here. So what's your synopsis, your analysis on Bitcoin? And is there a trade setup in here that we can take right?
Okay, well, let's take a look. Well, first of all, I'm not a huge VWAP band guy, although I would like to be. I want to learn more about that. I like the VWAP I usually use on the market cipher B. But let's just start with the liquidity chart. Let's jump right into it. So we were going parabolic last night and went all the way up to 76,000. That was a level we've been eyeing for a while. And we got sharply rejected. I updated the Discord again last night, as I'm doing every day. It is my personal trading journal to connect with you folks. And I warned against getting into a trade last night, either direction, just because of the volatility. You'll either buying the breakout or front running the dip. So, you know, we did eventually get some type of correction at the 76,000 level. We came down to 73. And look at all of that liquidity. I warned against all this liquidity to the downside as well. This is brand new liquidity to the downside, all the way down to, I know stopping it. I'm just zooming out. There's tons of liquidity.
That's a lot.
All the way down to 66,000. Now the liquidity that's closest to us is not too concentrated. And I see some brand new liquidity above us. A lot of people are short in this current price action. And I'm still seeing a target up to about 78,000 to 80,000. And that looks like the likely case, especially seeing the market structure that we currently have. So I'm still bullish, and I put out a trade. Let me go ahead and show you the Discord. Here we go. So this is all the updates from last night. I showed you the liquidity chart. I showed you the parabolic movement from Bitcoin and to be careful. And then I put out a trade this morning, a falling wedge on Bitcoin on a 30-minute time frame. And back out of there. And where are we right now? Here is the trade currently up. We're currently up. It's been chopping around a lot this morning, but I'm liking what I'm seeing.
How boy cooking.
I'm liking what I'm seeing. I see bullish divergence. I see long wicks. I see green candles now have me in the positive. Now this is a pretty decent sized trade for me. Up $100 now. My stop loss is down around 72,700 for $450. I was willing to lose $450 on this trade, but
what's your upside?
the upside is $2,000. $2,000 payday on St. Patty's Day.
St. Patty's Day.
That would be nice.
Yeah. So essentially you're risking 450. So it's a 4-to-1 trade.
It is. Yep.
Okay. And at what point are you dragging your stop loss into the profit?
When I get either 1/3 to 1/2 up, towards the range, get about halfway up.
Okay.
Sure.
Which is around 76.
Yeah, 77,100.
Cool.
Yep.
All right. So is it too late for me to get in, or?
I don't think so, because look, I'm barely in profit here. I'm just what? Well, I'm 19% up, but I don't think it's too late. Look at I love necklines, man. You see this right here?
Yeah.
Kind of. That zone right there.
Every time I hear the word neck, I think about when me and my cousin, back when we were in freshman year, we were at Crescenta Valley High School in California, and we're playing basketball. It's just pick up basketball, and this one kid comes up to my cousin and says, "Man, you have a really nice neck."
What?
Very strange.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, I don't either, but yeah, that's every time I hear the word neck, that's what it reminds me of. Okay, so if I'm objectively looking at a trade, so for me, JP, I know you're not big on these VWAP band indicators. I do like to use them.
I won't say I'm not big on it, but I guess I don't know too much about it. It hasn't been one of my major indicators.
That's fair. So it's not something that you actively use, that it's in your tool.
Yes.
For me, it's the opposite. So I actively use the VWAP, and the only thing I'll say, the reason I want to wait for maybe a better entry, I'm not disputing, your kind of analysis of attempting to get up to 80K. We did a poll yesterday. We both voted on the poll ourselves. We thought 80K was going to happen before sub 70, which it looks like that's what it's doing after we saw that big spill off. But what we're seeing now is we're seeing some level of resistance at VWAP. Now, price can just start moving through this area, because once you get past this VWAP, that's where we have a lot of volume here. There's a pretty large volume gap here.
There is.
So we should see it move back up to almost 75,000. Now, a couple things that have me kind of, maybe I want to wait and see. We have that reversal candle. We saw that green dot flash for a second. If Bitcoin does get above 74,450, we'll see that flash again. And shout out to you, JP, because I really like that oscillator you have, the Stokes, with the divergence already labeled on there. And so I added that to my...
With the hidden divergence as well.
Yeah, we went ahead and we added the hidden bullish and bearish divergence as well. Now, if H is hidden, what is R? Can someone tell me what R is?
I'm thinking reversal, but what do you guys think that means? It's R. It's just R, and it's for the bearish divergence.
Real divergence. No, R shows up on bearish and bullish, right?
Did it? Yeah, it did. You're right. Yeah. So maybe, reversal either way, maybe? I don't know.
Real bearish divergence.
Yeah, real, not hidden.
Yeah, and as I speak, Bitcoin, it keeps popping up and going away. So anyways, I'm looking at this, right? We had some level of, there was a little bit of a hidden bearish divergence here. This is going back to this 30-minute candle here. This was this morning at 2 a.m. Pacific local time. And then just kind of taking a peek at market cipher. Potential for a anchor wave short printing here with a red dot. Of course, I'm just kind of thinking forward here. We would obviously have to see a reversal or a rejection here from Bitcoin. You see that flash there?
I see it, flash. Yeah.
And so for me, I'm like, okay, volume has been steadily dropping. This is the 30-minute, the time frame we both like.
Yep.
Volume has been dropping. We're starting to get some reversal signals. I like the long, but I want to wait for a better entry, JP. I think what I'm going to target here is 73.8. That is our VWAP lower band. Let's see if we can find any. Let's drop a horizontal there, and let's see if there's any other confluence as we look across the board. Okay, here's an interesting one. This is on the 30-minute time frame. Massive rejection here. This is on Friday, March 13th. So last Friday, and where Bitcoin ultimately went down around 5%. On the way back up, we broke above it and then came right back down, attempted to get above it again, failed, and then down. Rejection, broke above it, broke above. So this is a very important area, as you can see here, right? Just look at what price does. Blows through it, comes right back down, attempts to retake it, fails. Blows through it, comes back down, attempts to retake it, fails. Right? Same thing here, fails. Same thing here. This time it held, though. A multiple wick test. It held, chop, 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 dip below, came up, retest, held. And so what I'm trying to say is 73.8 is my long entry.
Okay.
All that to say. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Anything you want to add, or?
I'll show you what I don't like about it.
What you don't like about what?
I brought up this pattern a lot recently.
Hold on, man. You don't like my trade?
And you asked me if this was real. So this is this complex head and shoulder. This looks kind of familiar. This whole thing.
It does.
So if we do come down to your entry, what will we have created here? So we got shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder.
Oh.
Don't come back down. I need this to pump right now because rounded bottoms pay the bills.
You sound desperate, bro.
I'm enthusiastic.
Fair enough.
The rounded bottoms pay the bills. I like this round bottom. Don't come back, okay? And if you got to check, go ahead and pump now and just check this neckline.
JP, what if it's just a wick, man? What if it's a wick to get me an entry and then we're both in a long? Would you be okay with that?
And that's a great move. That's a great move for you. That would be a legendary entry.
Okay. Yeah, maybe we don't get it. I don't know. But right now, that green dot of doom is flashed. It's official. The G dot. Help us.
Where is it?
Well, it is St. Patrick's Day, so maybe today it doesn't mean a reversal, right? Maybe today it means good. I don't know. Either way, so JP's already in the long. I am patiently waiting for a better entry. Will I maybe miss out a trade? Potentially, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. I want to know what the chat thinks. Are you guys with me and you kind of want to wait for a better entry? Or are you with JP? You want to get into this long now? Put a 1 for David, put a 2 for JP. If you are a, what's up?
Well, to be fair, I'm already in the long. You know, I'm not saying get in the long now.
Well, okay. All right. So, what's a better way to word it then? There's no better way to word it. Just put a 1, man.
Sure, yeah. Get in now, wait for a retracement.
Agree with David. That's really all we need to see. Thank you very much. Community Woodcat said, does Chef JP have a copy trade account? You know, it's funny, we were talking about that the other day. I don't think you got...
Maybe down the line. Right now, I want to focus on, the Zen philosophy, mindset, long-term trading, and I like teaching, and I like collaborating. I'm not huge on the copy what I do, right. Do exactly as I do. I'm not God. I'm not the chart gods. I can be wrong. I often am wrong, and, that's a big responsibility. I may be willing to take that responsibility in the future, but right now, I want to baby steps.
Respect, bro.
Baby steps, right?
Yeah, and we're starting with the Discord, man. You're getting a lot of great insight for free. And so if you're not part of our Discord, it literally costs you nothing. Get in there. Once you go to the hangout area, you'll see JP Zen Trading Zone. And so you'll get, and this guy's been posting in there pretty every day. Not pretty much.
You could be in the long
day.
right now with me. Had you be in the Discord. It's free to get in. I could even bring my stop loss into break even right now and have a risk-free trade.
Let me see.
That might be the way to go, honestly. If any Zen traders follow me, maybe we just do that.
Moving, bro.
It's moving. What if we just not risk $451, and bring this thing into break even right now?
Right below your moving average there, huh?
Right there, yeah. And that's a fair exit.
I like that, bro.
Right? Why even risk it?
No one went broke taking profit, right?
Seriously.
Except a lot of the professional athletes, they get their paychecks and then they go broke.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
They take profit. We don't do that here though, man. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so JP, on the thumbnail today, I got Bittensor. Okay. I have Render. So these have been the top 2 gainers in AI. Outside of ASI has been a top gainer as well. If we take a look at Bittensor, it's up 35% on the week, JP. 24-hour, it is down, seeing a little bit of a pullback. Over the last 24 hours, it did reach a high around 285. And over the last week, it did eclipse $300 very briefly. So I do have a poll up in the chat. What will Bittensor do first? Drop down to $240 or rise above $300, right?
Oof.
What will come first? What are you seeing on the Bittensor chart, JP? Do you think there's going to be more downside, or do you think this is maybe we're trying to find a local bottom here? And if obviously, as always, when we're going through the charts, if there's a trade entry you see, please let us know.
All right, looking at the daily chart for Bittensor, and no bias involved, strictly analyzing the chart.
You're going to shit on me, aren't you?
Probability says it goes to 240 first. Look how extended we are on the daily and reaching major resistance on my 200 MA and even putting in wicks already. Red dot, market cipher B.
On the daily, too.
Once again, Stokes completely overbought. How far you are from the 21 moving average, you know, so I really see this, you know, coming down in the short term, or at least, you know, consolidating, but it looks like it's going to come down, honestly. Can we bring this down to 240? Let's do like maybe a Fibonacci extension here. Let's do a fib level. 50% will bring it down to 235, and that's still healthy. You know, that's not bad for Bittensor. Sometimes you need to kind of cool off, you know, when making a big move like this. Let's measure the move. You had a 66% move.
It's not big enough, bro.
That's a huge move. So
what was the level? Look at that. So look at my chart here. You guys know I love the 50% fib retracement.
mm-hmm.
That is exactly where the 50 is at 240.
Yeah.
We have some VWAP support here at around 263. We have our 236 support, which is tapped twice now. Mm-hmm. It's tapped it twice at 271.42. Gold pocket sits between 218 and 222. And so if we do come down, now this would be, you know, obviously this, you know, as JP drew it out, a little bit of a flag, or if this ends up being like a pennant or something like that. Can it extend all the way down to the 50% retracement level? Potentially. If it goes below 50, then to me, that's invalidation of said bull flag. And then you do have, like, just looking at the 50 across, JP, this is where Bittensor chopped, failed to retake, and fell, right? And let's kind of scoot back even further, see if we can find any other, you know, important levels that, or important kind of trading that happen at this area. There's just not a lot of, this only goes to February of 2025. Let me, I think it's because it's on Coinbase. Let's go Tau. You have yours from Binance,
Mine's on
right?
Binance. Let's see how far I go back.
Tau, Binance.
2024.
Let's go perpetuals. There we go. Yeah, look at all that data we have. Okay, cool. So this goes all the way back to 2024 of April. Now, when you look at this chart, man, this has been, and I'm just like, I don't think I've looked at a daily Bittensor chart in a while, and this just looks like it's just been, if I'm trying to find a trend line here.
It's a downtrend, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean, and like, is this a breakout? And are we going to get a retest of this trend line here, which will bring us down to like 226?
Yeah.
How many taps have we had? 1. You can maybe call this 2, definitely 3, 4. Usually when and guys, this is a year and a half downtrend. December of 2024, a year and 4 months. And so, I mean, I would expect, JP, if you're consolidating and making lower highs for this long, you're going to come back and retest this trend line, don't you think?
Yes.
Confluence there with the VWAP at 225. This might be your giga long entry for the next time that AI runs, or, you know, the bull market comes back.
Absolutely.
And so this could be something, and guys, Bittensor has the capability, and I'm not being hyperbolic here, this thing can get up to 5,000 to 10,000 per coin. Now, obviously, usage would have to pick up, but think about it. Same tokenomics as Bitcoin, had its first ever halving. It's in a space that's continuously growing, and it's in a space, JP, that I think people are starting to realize the importance of.
Okay.
Look at all the attacks that we've seen on Claude and ChatGPT and Gemini. And privacy, JP, is now becoming a big talking point in artificial intelligence. That's why Venice started rallying, right?
Okay.
So the whole thing of, well, we like AI, but we don't like the fact that someone's playing God. Someone created the large language model and fed it information. And so whatever they decide to feed it, that's what it's going to spit out. But decentralized artificial intelligence, that's the whole point. There's not a single entity, not a central entity that controls the flow of information. So if people catch on to that, well, what's the biggest network? Oh my God, it's got the same tokenomics as Bitcoin. There's no founder, there's no head, so it's got everything in place for it to see a massive rally. And when I say $5,000 to $10,000 a coin, that is not me being hyperbolic. That is not me being some stupid moon boy. That's looking at the value of the space it is in, the problems that it is solving, and the actual tokenomic and finance model. It all makes sense. I think it's a perfect storm. This very well might be, Bittensor, it's my largest holding, very well might be the biggest AI opportunity, I think maybe across the entire board, stocks, commodities included. That's me personally, because I think it's so undervalued for what it could potentially do. And you have subnets within the ecosystem that are already shipping legacy products. Like ChatGPT, you can pay $20 with your bank card, you can use the product. Shoots, which is subnet 64, they got the same thing. You can do the same thing. You pay, it doesn't have to be a crypto rail, doesn't have to be stable coins. It's what people are already comfortable with, what people already use. ChatGPT proved that model by getting people to pay $20 to use their LLM. Shoots is doing the same thing, but they're doing it cheaper and better. So we'll see. Obviously, the PMF is there, right? The product market fit is there. It's been proven, but will they grab the market share? I think if they continue to bring on badass builders who are spinning up subnets and making them better, because Bittensor, the network, pays for quality, not quantity. That is why the subnets are capped at where they are. So quality over quantity, and your subnet gets rewarded if you put out quality. So I think it's a perfect storm. If you get a $225 entry on Bittensor, I'm going to go out on a limb here. That is something that you should seriously consider getting some exposure to.
Okay.
I can even argue now under $300. You should seriously consider getting exposure to. If you were smart, and if you were watching our channel and you were listening to me beat the drum on this damn altcoin, you probably would have scooped it up at under $200. Do the math on that. If it gets to $2,500 a coin, you bought it at a sub $200, that's more than a 10x from a top 50 project. So, man, that was a long little rant.
Hey, yeah. You're passionate about it,
man. Look, there's not a lot of projects that I am true, there's projects I like, there's projects I respect, and then there's projects I love. Bittensor is a project that I love.
Nice. I'm willing to give it a chance.
Hold on, man.
What is going on here?
What are we here? A joke to you?
Hey, hi.
I see what you're doing there. Wow, I like how you take it away as soon as I try to grab it. Yeah, the girls are having too much fun.
Is that a good luck omen? Does that mean the trade's gonna pump?
I don't know. Is it pumping? Where's Bitcoin?
No, not really.
It's dumping.
Kind of just, yeah.
Today is also opposite day. St. Patty's Day and opposite day.
I need a pot of gold.
Anyways, what were we gonna say? We're gonna chime in and say something?
I was just about Tao. I'm interested to check it out.
Did I give you the FOMO, bro?
Not yet, but I would just say, not yet.
Okay.
But based on the charts, it looks like a young asset, very young. There's a lot of opportunity. And do you mind if I challenge your narrative a little bit here?
Whatever, bro.
Slight challenge. So Tao is a decentralized AI, machine learning utility. Have you used the AI features of
Bittensor?
Of Bittensor, yeah.
I have.
You have?
I have.
Nice. And what capacity?
So via Score, and I've dabbled with the Shoots one a little bit, but nothing crazy. But it's more of the economic model and also the product market fit. It's because I always ask, right? Everyone talks about we can do X amount of transactions. We have this, but are people going to use it? Can I see myself using it? Do I use it myself? Right? Yeah. I can come on here and I can tell you guys that if you're a trader, if you're a serious trader with not a lot of capital, I think it's worth it to spend $150 to get a prop account. The reason for it is it's very low entry for a very high potential.
Yeah.
And it's something I can see people using. someone may be watching like, oh man, I don't have enough money to put in a trade and lose $500, JP. Like, I don't. I got $100. Cool. You can have the same buying power JP has for $100. You do it through a prop firm. Now, there's obviously, pros and cons to it. But for me, it's can I see people using it? Are people using it? And can I see myself using it? And the questions, the answer to all those questions are yes.
And is score and shoots kind of like a ChatGPT, Grok type of thing?
So they're all different. Some do inference, some do, so like shoots, for example, they are kind of like the infrastructure. Ridges is kind of like infrastructure. You're like ChatGPT style, large language model. Score is like robotics and computer vision. So they analyze data from videos. So for example, like the Sire token, it's their cryptocurrency token. It's a betting agent, sports betting agent. Okay. And what they do is, they use the score technology that's on the Bittensor subnet, subnet 44, and you put on a match, the computer watches the match, tracks the players in real time, and measures like how fast are they running, what are the odds of them getting tired, if their best player starts getting tired, then where do the odds shift, and then they go into the sports betting markets and they find inefficiencies where they can make money.
Nice.
And it could be used not just for sports betting, but for something like crowd attendance. Let's say you're an advertiser, JP, you want to advertise at the Super Bowl. Okay. You can go, like if I'm the NFL, I can use this technology and I can say, I'm going to show an ad and we'll show it on the Jumbotron, or, they have those small kind of like when there's a timeout, the smaller ad that plays. You can have the computer analyze all the people that are in attendance, their reaction, their body language. Did they smile? Did they frown? Then you have a data set. You can go to, look, this is what people reacted positively to. They didn't like this. They like it this. They like bright colors. And so now you're making everything more efficient. So it goes out of just the sports betting, goes into a lot of different things, man. And honestly, I think a lot of it is we don't even know it yet. Yeah.
So I think clearly AI is improving every single sector. But my only issue is there are a lot of AI crypto coins out here that are just using AI as a buzzword.
100%.
It's in the coin market cap, like description. Oh, AI driven AI. Is it really AI? Show me. I like to see it in action, Amen. So if you're saying that, that Bittensor really uses AI and people use it, I'm willing to try it out and get bullish. I'm bullish on AI and I'm bullish on utility crypto using AI. So, I want to use it personally.
I 100% agree with you. Yeah. It's like what happened, like it's every cycle, JP, not just in the crypto market, but in the stock. I know we're getting away from the charts a little bit. We'll dig back in a second here, but I think it's a very important conversation.
This is important, yeah.
Because as AI grows, people are going to be looking to get exposure and make money. Right? You're going to see people, he became a millionaire by making an AI product or by investing in this company. You don't want to miss out. And so I think this conversation is very important. What were we talking about? We're talking about
the point that it can't just say, oh, AI.
Correct.
There's like thousands and thousands of AI coins.
Do you remember
on
what happened in the 2000s, JP?
The .com bubble.
Everyone would throw .com at the end of their stock or their company, and it would blow up. And then what happened? Everything collapsed.
Exactly.
We see it in the stock market. We see it in the crypto market. It's going to continue to happen. People will jump on trends. There's this project I invested in pre-sale. Okay, it's been 3 years. My money's gone. Like I'm not counting on them ever launching. But we're going to launch as this. And then the conditions is, oh no, we're going to add this. And then AI started booming. Oh no, we're going to add an AI agent. Ultimately, they never launched. They never launched. And you're going to see the ones that go to market very fast to try to capture the excitement and the people who are looking to speculate. So it's important, as JP mentioned, if you are going to have exposure to a project or a crypto coin or even a stock that says they're an AI, do a little bit of research and see, is it actually AI?
And try it out. Try it out.
Yes.
You don't want to just trade narratives, I mean, you can, but I like to trade narratives, but also the utility of the narrative. Is this truly AI? Is it improving something? Is there a use case here and not just a stated use case?
Yeah, I agree. Okay. So there's
We're pumping.
We are. We're at 74,550. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's get into the crypto bubbles here. What is Siren, bro?
I was just looking at that. Apparently, it's an AI agent. It's an AI agent meme coin of some sort.
Is it on Virtual's protocol?
I don't know.
Let's take a look.
So let's bring it up on CoinMarketCap here. Siren.
No, it's on Binance. Huh.
Drawn
It's on BNB.
inspiration from the legendary sirens of Greek mythology.
Okay, whack. Like, that's your thing? Like,
It's an AI-powered entity with a
People
dual
will-
personality.
people will still buy it, man. You know,
Yeah.
I'm curious, JP. Let me take a look at
Well, question, can we use it? Can I go to like the siren.io and talk to Siren? I don't want to just hear the narrative, the description. Where can I interact with Siren? Can she do things for
in
me?
your mind. In your heart.
Is she anything like Annie?
Annie? Who's Annie?
Annie from Grok?
Oh.
It's like the sex bot they have. You can call her up. Yeah, the AI sex bot.
That's funny. What have you been doing on your weekends, bro? God damn.
I'm not into it personally. A lot of people are.
Okay, you know, I was curious, so I pulled up Siren's rich list here on CoinCarp.
Okay.
I like to look at concentration. So there's 51,000 holders.
Nice.
50% is controlled by the top 50 wallets.
Uh-oh.
Not as concentrated as I'm used to seeing on garbage. There's some tokens, JP, where the top 10 holders control like 80%.
So it's mediocre garbage?
Mediocre garbage. Still garbage nonetheless, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I know nothing about this. I don't, it's obviously a meme. It's in Binance. I'm not interested. And if you're seeing it on CoinMarketCap, it's probably too late.
Yeah.
Right?
527 million market cap.
500 million market cap.
Yeah,
I
half
guess
a
it's
bill.
on the top 100.
Half
yeah.
a bill.
Well, here we are. Should we do TA on it? Probably not. What's the liquidity look like? Where's this thing listed? Markets?
Let's take a look.
Nowhere. Binance Alpha and a bunch of dexes. Pancake Swap, 2-bit.
I'm seeing it on BingX, Femex.
VMAX, yeah. So no big tier ones. So Tau is starting to rally too, huh?
Qcoin. Oh man, look at this thing.
Where's Bittensor? I've been Bittensor. Do you know how long it took for me to teach Robin how to say Bittensor?
It doesn't seem that hard.
You would think, right? Look at him. He knows. Bro. He knows.
There he is.
I'm like, he's like, Bittensor. I'm like, it's Bittensor, okay?
Uh-oh.
And then he made a joke. He's like, I've been Bittensor.
Come defend yourself.
Yeah, no, he's going to mess with my flow, bro.
I like Rob, man.
I like Rob too. Rob's my
I want
guy.
to challenge his some of his narratives.
You should, bro.
Like the whole point about AI agents needing to get paid, right?
Did he make
He say that a lot, right?
Did he make that dumb? I mean, he does make a lot of dumb arguments. So
Like these
maybe he did.
AI agents need to get paid. Why do they need to get paid? They're not human, right?
Yeah, but they got lives, man. Maybe they need to use ChatGPT.
That's the problem. That's the problem to me.
All right. So I'm just, well, JP, I'm going to come back to you because Bitcoin is pumping 74.6. Looks like your trade's doing very good. So again, as JP mentioned, if you're in our Discord, you probably would have been in this trade with him and making money right now. Congratulations to you. I'm just looking at Tau here on the 30-minute. Looks like everything is starting to rally. Starting to see increased volume on Tau. Let's see if we see any divergence here. Not yet. We did have some hidden bullish divergence. This was a while ago, though. This was going back to 1:30. No, we can't count that. That was 1:30 in the morning. Let's go to the 15 minutes. Some hidden bearish divergence. So that's something to keep in mind. At Tau is approaching a level that's gotten rejected a few times. And we're talking about VWAP upper band 1, 2, 3, and potentially 4 as we enter a high volume area. Let's see if there's any gaps here that need to be filled. This is using Lux Algo. We're entering into a pretty large order block where also our little confluence there with our equilibrium zone here. So this order block, this is where, let me zoom in because these things are overlaid. So about 23% of all trades happen here on this time frame. This goes back to 7:45 p.m. local or Pacific time yesterday, where it got rejected and it's continued to put in lower highs and well, kind of weird, higher lows, lower highs. And then a few liquidity grabs down here, as you can see, the shaded wicks. These are liquidity grabs. Liquidity grabs still push to the downside. Really nice bounce. Can we get some follow through? We're seeing volume come in, which is a positive sign. We're seeing expansion of VWAP, expansion of, well, money flow is still in the red. We need the money flow to come back up on the 15-minute. Let's see if the 10-minute crossed into the green. 10-minute did just cross into the green. Overextended Stokes, overextended RSI, overextended momentum wave. VWAP, it looks like it's coming down. So that trend, at least on the 10 minute, is losing steam. But money flow has crossed into the green. Then we can zoom out to the 15. 15, VWAP looks flat, as does the 30. As 1 hour, it looks like it's still expanding. All that to say, I want to see what happens here at VWAP on the 30 minute. If we close above, if we close a 30-minute candle above, I will wait for a retest. And that number, my friends, is 281.38 for a potential long on Bittensor. All right, Bitcoin, we're rallying.
We're rallying. And I would also like to mention that the NASDAQ is starting to rally a little bit. So it opened up for the day. It went up, shot up around opening and macro time. It came down. It was looking like it was going to close the gap and go lower today, but now it's reversing and coming on up. The NASDAQ, when it pumps, Bitcoin usually pumps. So that's a good sign. I also like to point out oil. I kind of been just peeking at oil a little bit. I've been itching to trade some commodities. So oil looks like it's, having some resistance. It has come down since yesterday.
Is that you or?
Whoa, okay. The Irish
is
guy.
Is this you guys back there?
That is perfect. I like that.
Is this
that
our,
TradeView's not doing it. Yeah, they're doing it.
Dude, you guys are badass, bro.
That's pretty nice.
Can we show the studio cam real quick? Can you guys cut to studio cam?
Big shout out to this
I want to show
people.
you our staff in the back that's putting all this together. Hey. Gina, and then we just hired Laura. She's also she's part of our team. And so these girls are crushing it. I'm really loving the animations, man. They're pretty good. So keep it up, ladies. Great job. And
shout out to the audio guy there.
Who's the audio guy? Oh,
that guy. Hey.
Bro, you're messing up the levels, dog.
Hold it down.
Doing?
Let's go.
That's funny. All right, cool. Okay. You know, I noticed I cut you off a lot, man.
No, it's good, man.
How does it feel? Because Rob does it to me all the time. Yeah,
I love it, man. Okay, I'm a very back and forth type of guy.
Yeah, sometimes it throws people off on their train of thought. But anyways, JP, I think you're on Bitcoin, right?
Oh yeah, I was actually looking at oil. I was saying the NASDAQ was coming up. Oil was at resistance. It looks like it's gonna pop one way or the other right now. I think oil is important because of the conflict, and they've been trying to bring oil prices down to make the economy better and let markets pump. And it has been coming down recently. I want to pay more attention to oil. I can't give you a big analysis on this right now, but we should really be paying attention to oil here.
We have the greatest Navy. Their Navy's gone. They don't have any military. The oil's coming down.
Absolutely.
Sorry. No, not absolutely, JP. That's false. Actually, I don't know. We're not going to get into politics. Anyways, real quick, JP, actually, do your thing first and I'll tell you.
No. I'm just looking through some assets here. I was going to look at Master. I was gonna ask, should we be starting to look into getting into Master? Let me go to some bigger time frames here. 10 hour, zoom it out. I bought some Master around this area.
JP, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
If your mom or your dad or your aunt, uncle, whatever, family member comes up to you and says, hey, I want to have some exposure to Bitcoin. They know nothing about crypto. They have a 401k, they have a stock, you don't want to get them into the whole self-custody, right?
Good point.
They just want exposure on the price action. Do you tell them to buy an ETF or do you tell them to buy MicroStrategy?
Good question. So I think that's the point of the ETF, just to give some exposure without actually owning Bitcoin. So, and that is a good way. Now, Master is going to be, I would say, more volatile, more risky than the ETF, because people are really going to speculate. As you can see, man, this had a worse dump than Bitcoin and probably worse than the ETFs. So I would say, the safer route, ETF. But if you want it, slightly more risky, more risk reward, a little more risk to get more reward.
Yeah, mom or grandma,
they probably don't want more risk.
No, they do. They like to hit the streets on Saturday night and street race each other. So they do like a little bit of risk,
So Master would be riskier. ETF, I would say, would be safer.
Also, they don't have a lot of time until retirement and their portfolio is not very high.
Honestly, I would just tell them to join Coinbase and just buy some Bitcoin. Just DCA Bitcoin long term. Why not?
Yeah, well, that's just, I don't know. Like, I feel like some people are just stuck. Like, I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I have my stock and I know a few people like this. I have my stock portfolio. I just want to buy it.
They want that same account. They have that one, like, whatever.
And I'll be honest with you, bro.
Yeah.
Taxes has been a fucking disaster. 1099s with no cost basis, like, fuck, man. Then you got to spend money on these platforms to like these like coin tracker or whatever.
It's a lot easier if you don't sell, though.
Well, yeah, but if you're trading,
Oh, well, our mom won't be trading, you know, grandma. To be fair,
very
right?
true, very
You
true.
know?
Like I did close to like 30 million in trading volume on Coinbase last year,
Okay.
and it's got a zero cost basis. Well, I'm not paying fucking taxes on 30 million. Obviously, it was trades in and out, but I had to pay money, get a software, break it all down, and so obviously it worked out. But even me, who's been in crypto, it was just a headache. I just really didn't fucking want to deal with, man.
Yeah.
I just didn't. So a lot of it is that too, is the tax implications. Bro, just buy it in your 401k, and then you just get one form with all your capital
about
gains
it.
and losses. Yeah.
Yep.
So what I was going to say, JP, is we had some comments in the chat about Siren.
Okay.
Kyle B8845 said, NCAA basketball tourney Siren, it makes picks for sports. Siren makes sports picks, NCAA tournament. It's the tournament.
Really?
It's a tournament pop, which makes a lot of sense, right? NCAA March Madness is coming up.
Okay.
So maybe Siren's popping?
So the AI agent can make like bets for you, kind of ideas?
Maybe it's just predictions.
Predictions?
Maybe. I haven't looked into
And
it. Maybe I
where?
will.
And a question for the chat: where can I find it? Is it Siren.io? Where is Siren? Is it just on the blockchain?
Here, let's see their website.
How easily accessible?
SirenAI.me. AI and analyst agent. First AI analyst agent deployed on BNB. Siren Shop will guide you to Treasure Island. Okay. Agent capabilities and characteristics. Rationality, logic-driven insights. Rationality? Imagination inspired by innovation.
Ooh.
Blockchain trends, token value, security analysis. Let's see who their backers are. Are they backed by Binance? They are backed by Binance. Okay, there's no way.
So I'm like doing the process, man. I'm seeing the Siren sisters.
Okay, bro. You really think all these backed them? I think what they did is the platforms that listed them is who they put as backers.
Yeah.
That's what I would assume, but yeah. Anyways, I don't. Token valuation, security analysis. What is this? Enter token CA for Siren's analysis.
Yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now.
Where do you do?
Type start to get a valuable token recommendation, or enter a specific CA to look up detailed insights.
Put Bittensor.
Okay. Oh, I gotta put start first. Start. Okay. And TAO. Tau. I did do start. Please enter start.
Maybe in quotes. Or single
Seriously?
quote?
There's no way.
I don't know, bro.
Single quotes. Start. Please enter start. You see what I'm saying? Like, what is going on here?
Bro, this is the future, man. It's worth half
this
a
is the
billion,
future.
bro.
It looks like that low bit.
It looks terrible.
What is this? I am intelligent crypto assistant. Type start to get a valuable token recommendation. Okay.
How did you even get to that? Because I'm trying.
I went to that website you gave me.
I did, but I clicked on start and nothing happened.
But it's actually go to dapp.sirenai.me.
DAP?
Yes.
DAP.sirenai.me? Connection isn't private. Okay.
Please enter start. It's broke.
At least your leprechaun's still dancing. Hey, at least you can click up there and
Hey,
buy
you can
Siren.
buy Siren. There we go. That's gonna work.
Let me guess, that's gonna
I
work,
bet
right?
you-
Oh, reroute
It's
it
a
right
scam. It's a scam, man.
You know, it's sad, man. It's sad.
You see what I'm saying? This is a live test right here. Okay, what if I choose imagination instead of rationality?
Oh, that's why it wasn't working.
You have to be imaginative. You have to imagine it'll work. Okay, so I'm Siren, your intelligent crypto assistant. Type start to get a valuable token recommendation. So we can type start. A normal person wouldn't put quotes
Correct.
around start.
Correct.
Please wait.
Okay.
Okay. Undefined.
Okay.
Enter a recommended or custom CA address. Okay.
Just copy Tao's, bro.
Okay. All right.
Go to CMC and copy Tao.
Okay, let's do it. Tau. Where's my search bar up here?
You gotta scroll up. Oh, you gotta scroll all the way up to the search bar. I know. Yeah. CoinMarketCap.
All right, there we go. Tau. Okay, and my market cap is, my contract address is
Left hand
where?
side a little bit down.
Okay, right there.
Yeah.
Contracts. Okay. What if we just paste this contract address They gave me 0.
Huh. You think it'll work if we just put Tau?
Well, it didn't work. Let me see. And
Oh, when you put just the name?
Tau. Let's try that. Live test for Siren. Not going too well here. To recommend it or custom CA for detailed analysis. Yeah, I can't get it.
Whatever, try something else. Try, because I'm very curious here. Let's try Chainlink.
Okay.
Chainlink has a CA. It's got a ETH CA. Try Chainlink.
Chainlink.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah, that one has it. That
Yeah.
looks right.
Tau is-
Okay. Okay. Okay, there's a contract address. Please wait. You can continue entering
No,
a
we just
CA.
want the one that
we
you-
just put it in. It says object. Like, what kind of... do I need to put start first? I don't know.
No, this is whack.
This doesn't seem very futuristic. Oh. I couldn't
Okay.
find a matching token.
All right, let's move on.
All
Let's
right,
just
we give up.
That's the future, but that's why I think the question JP asked me was very important is have you used it is for that very reason.
Exactly.
You might look at the price, oh, it's rallying, oh my God, and then you're like, well, no one fucking actually can use it. It's just whack. I'm going to close the poll here. BitTensor's next move, up to 3 or down to 240. Looks like a majority of people think it's up to 300, and right now they are on the correct path as BitTensor is it wicked up to 283, but it still has not closed above. No liquidity grab up here, which if you're a bull or if you're in a long, you're hoping we don't see, which as of now we don't have. So I guess you can say that's a good thing. Let's take a look and see if we're getting any divergence. 1 hour looks fairly strong. We'll see how volume finishes on this 1 hour session. 2 hour just got a green dot here for a potential trigger wave. This thing might break 300 here very, very soon.
It could. Me personally, I like a 260 entry if I was to be in the camp of doing 300 first.
260?
Yeah, what if you did 260? That would be my 618 golden pocket here on the 4 hour time frame. What do you think about that level?
So what does that trade look like?
It will look something like this. Entry at 258.6. Stop loss. See,
I would feel
I like the invalidation level. I like 233 for stop loss. And then you have to do the measured move. Let me do the full measured move here. So the thing is, what I'm projecting here is that this fallen wedge extends more than where it is now. So it looks something like that. And then you get a measured move, a flagpole here. And then we drag that flagpole up to about 329. And what does that give us? Close to a 3. We can drag it right there. We can get a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio.
I like tighter stop losses, man. So I would slide mine up to below the 780.
You can get a way better one. Yeah, if you do that. Look at that. You can get a 6-to-1 basically. See, I'm a deep stop loss guy. I like it deep.
So deep, put the trade to sleep.
Hey.
It's the good old days of hip hop, man.
I like it.
Now it's a bunch of.
So yeah, that's even better.
I'm starting to sound old.
It's okay, man.
You know, when you start comparing, back in my day, hip hop was great. Nowadays it's bad. Damn it, we're getting old, man.
I mean, it really is
you
bad
younger than
though.
me? You don't have to say your age if you don't want to.
I might be older. I don't know.
I'm 37.
I'm 40.
You're 40?
I'm 40. Believe it.
Bro,
I
you
just
look
turned
good for
40.
40, bro.
Thank you, man.
Wait, when? When it was just?
Just was like last, January 22nd.
Were you working
Yeah.
with us?
I had just started.
Oh yeah, we don't
like a
celebrate
week or
birthdays
two.
till 2 months after.
Yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
belated birthday, man.
Thank you.
Very belated birthday.
Woo.
Also, happy belated birthday to Gina as well. It was her birthday on Friday.
Happy birthday, Gina.
Right? Friday, Gina? No, Saturday. March 14th. Rest? March 14th. So happy belated birthday, Gina. Also, the fucking leprechaun is back. Seeing a little bit of a dump here from Tau on the 15-minute. And then Bitcoin JP, green dot of doom printed on the 30-minute. And well, guess what happened? Can you guess what happened? Take a wild guess, bro.
It dumped.
I'm telling you, the green dot of doom theory, I will continue to show it on stream. It holds true, not every time, vast majority of the time. Now the question is, JP, if this dump continues, where does it stop? Do you think I'll get my entry at 73.8? Do you think it's got a pit stop somewhere sooner, a rest stop that's open maybe?
Let's take a look at liquidity. Not too much liquidity locally, but well below us, around 73,000. Where's your entry now? Right around here. What was it, 73?
I don't have a limit order set, but I was looking at 73.8.
Yeah.
Is there any liquidity there at 73.8?
No. The danger is there's a lot more liquidity below that. You know, I can see this continue to dump. What if this is just a bear flag? You know.
That's the 5. Excuse me.
It's a 5-minute.
Huh. Any
Let's go to a bigger time frame on the liquidity chart. That would be interesting.
See if there's any div. Bearish divergence on the 5-minute there as well. Interesting. Okay. So what's your plan, my friend? Are you still comfortable with where your stop loss is? I know you kind of moved it up on your trade. So if people are in the trade with you, they kind of like see where you're going.
I put it into break even. So if you followed and did the same trade as me from the Discord, if you want to be on the careful side, you know, put the stop loss into break even. If you got in at the same range as me at around 74,100, you know, it's just a precaution. You know, I can always get a better price, or maybe the play is to short. I don't know, but my overall idea is I can see Bitcoin making it up to the $80,000 range. And in that range, I want to reassess and look for a potential short, most likely, or bullish continuation. But I don't like where we are now. I would like to make a trade around 80,000. This will be my last trade before we get to that zone.
Really?
Yes.
So if it stays stuck between 74 and 78, you're not trading?
I don't want to play the range. I don't. Because we're already outside of a range. I could just actually bring up the Discord. That's probably the quickest way to show you this.
Don't worry, guys. I like playing ranges. I'll play that range all day, baby. If I got to bump up my leverage to 200x, I will.
He's a range guy. Where is it? Is it here? Here we go.
I got to go to the range. You shoot guns?
I do. It's been a while, man. I would like to. You want to go? Let's go.
I got a HK VP9. I got a Glock 40.
Whoa.
Glock 48.
Okay. Nice.
And then I got an AR that I haven't shot yet.
I got a few, man. I got a few.
We should go. Okay.
Let's go.
Side story.
So here is the graphic. Can you see this good?
Yep.
Yeah. So we just left this range with strength. So this is our new small range, but notice it's in this huge volume gap. Yeah, so this is a potential short zone, especially the top of the range, around 80,000. There's not enough volume in this range for me to play. You know, I rather,
fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
So I rather play. You know, I'm playing to the top of this range only, and then I want to see what we do. You know, I want to see what happens when we get to the top of this range. Will we go to the next target, to 87,000, 94,000 range, or do we just get rejected and come back down here? You know, but I think we just push up for the sake of liquidity, just to about the 80,000 range, right here where my mouse is, you know, right there. That's where I'm interested in the next trade.
Which sounds like likely will be a short, but obviously evaluating.
Likely will be a short, but based on the 30-minute time frame analysis at that level.
I want to give a shout out to my boy Alex So Crypto. He's coming to Vegas for the Bitcoin conference.
Okay.
We love you too, man. Have you ever met Alex?
I have not. No,
Alex is like, seriously, bro. This guy is genuinely one of the best people in our space. He's amazing. He's good at what he does. He's just a good dude. You'll get a chance to meet him when he comes to Vegas.
Okay.
You guys will definitely vibe. And then Craig Konicki said Tau over Zcash. Is the question relative to a trade right now, or is the question relative to a hold? Because you already know what my answer is going to be. If it's for a hold, it's Tau. Because for a
Zcash.
trade, might be a different story. You know, JP, can we do one more thing here? Zcash, yesterday, we were both pulled up the chart, or you pulled up the chart, we were both like, holy, right?
Yeah, I
Where's it
remember
at now?
that, Yeah, let's take a look. It's consolidating healthily right now. So this is the 4-hour, very healthy. You look at the 4-hour time frame. Here was a major breakout that was on, wait, is this? That's 16th. That was yesterday.
I have an idea.
What you got?
Hear me out. Now, this is your thing, so you can reject me.
Okay.
Instead of saying it's consolidating, where everything's kind of calmed down, it's in its zen zone.
Okay, I like that. It's finding its zen. It's finding its, you know.
It's zenculating. No,
it's finding nirvana.
yeah, no, we got
And nirvana would be the ultimate pump, though. That would be like
Right.
the moon bag pump.
Yeah.
You know, like the moon.
Price is currently meditating. You know, it's kind of still.
Yeah, it's
Anyways.
grounded. It's
All
grounded right now. Okay, so yeah, it's consolidating. It looks good. It had the huge pump up. What was that percentage again? This was about 20%.
Damn.
20% pump. I like what it's doing. I love when moving averages cross like this. A smaller moving average crosses a larger one. You get a golden cross there with my 21. That's my white line, and my 50, which is the red line. That looks really good. It's still a bit high risk. I think, like, you know, trading that right now. I would go to. I saw something.
Is that a big W there?
It is. It's a huge W. Remember we looked at that the other day,
We did.
and that's when Bitcoin really broke out.
You're right.
That's a really bullish pattern. Yeah, W, double bottom, 30-minute. It's breaking out, man. It's just, you know, it got some resistance at this pattern here. I would prefer to see this fill out this bull pennant a bit
A
more.
little bit bearish divergence there too, huh, JP?
Let's see. Bear div. Price here. High. I don't see it, but well, a little bit right here on the stochastic, and it's showing a little bit here.
Yeah.
So sometimes it shows the ones that are harder to see by eye on this indicator. So
A little hidden bear div.
yeah, it's showing a little hidden bear div there. No major bear div.
Yeah.
Nothing major.
Okay. So then, okay. So is that range too tight for us to trade?
For me personally, for my style, I like it to reach this 21. Yeah, I would like price to do something like this. Either you come down.
What time frame are you on? 30?
I'm on the 4-hour. I'm way up there. I would either us come down and catch up with the 21 or go sideways.
Let me see. It might be too tight of a range for JP, but is it too tight of a range for the range master? Let me take a look.
The range man.
Hell no, bro. I'm trading this range. Look at that. It's
Hey.
a 4% range. If we just take the high, the close, well, the current where it's at, and then the 2 wick lows, you're looking at even at towards the end of this. This is still almost a 4% range.
So what's your strategy with trading ranges like this? Do you just draw a pattern and just short the top of the pattern along the bottom?
Well, I kind of do what you, well, not what you do, but I go to the higher time frames and I find it. I'm like, okay, is it big enough? Yes, it's big enough. Well, let me go down to the lower time frames. Okay, here's a gap that I expect to be filled, right? If I get in here, and with these though, right? JP, his trading style, he has higher tight, not as tight stop losses. And his trades, I would say, are probably maybe a little more accurate because he does less with more confluence. Mine are a little more, I want to say less accurate, but my stop losses are a lot tighter. So for me, there's a lot more smaller losses I have because those stop losses are tighter. So this here, if I were to enter in, this is, I would probably get in at this trend or this top end of the range here. I would hide my stop loss a little bit above this wick high here, and that's a 4.5 to 1 trade setup. Now, there's not a lot of wiggle room here. So I have to be, it's like trading options, right? You have to be right kind of right away, especially if you're trading shorter term options. If not, time decay will eat away at your profits. So for this one, the time decay is the opportunity because on my trades, I deploy all my capital into every trade. For now, until maybe I adopt your position size standard.
Okay.
So for me, if I got all my money in one trade, well, then I don't have any other money to put in a different trade. And so to me, the time decay is opportunity cost to get into another trade. And it's dumping right now. So for me, if we do get a rotation back to the top end of this channel here, I would feel fairly confident shorting it at around 278.42. Stop loss at 281.41. Take profit down here. I'll even move the take profit up here to just to not be too greedy, because I take profit early anyways a lot of the times. 269, right where our VWAP lower band is, right where there was a volume gap here. Let me move this. Oh no, there was wasn't. Oh, that was on the 4 hour. I could have swore there was a gap. There's a 4 hour gap, but there was a gap on a smaller time frame. Oh, there it is. Right? And confluence on, if we do rotate to the bottom end of this range, if we were to fill this gap, there's two gaps, right? If we take them in totality, we combine them, it's between $235 and $266. So realistically, if you're like, gaps are going to get filled, you can bring this down to the midline of that second gap, and now you got an 11-to-1 trade setup. You can even give yourself a little more room, bring it above the previous day high, or right at the previous day high, a little less, but it's a 2.6-to-1 trade setup. If you want to fill the entirety of the gap, which I honestly probably wouldn't take it all the way down there, you're looking at a 3.5-to-1 trade setup. Or you can go with the original plan, keep your your stop loss tight, and make a 4 to a 11-to-1 trade, depending on if you think these gaps are gonna fill, or if you just want to go ahead and rotate to the bottom end of this range. The only thing I will say that would give me caution is this potential W forming, right? And that measured move upon completion would be a move up to above our stop loss, which would be 288.33. Okay. So, yeah.
So if I were to trade this range, which I won't, but look at this chart. This is how I would trade it. You know, I'm a real big fan of the fixed range volume profile, and I use that to create a value area high and low of the range. This is on a 5-minute. I would long these green boxes, anywhere the price is in the green box, and short the red boxes here. And you see how hard we got rejected in that red box zone there. And you see the consolidation and, the support, in the green box. So I would be long in support and short in resistance. And that's the only way I would play this range. And I think this is pretty probable. High probability trades there on a 5-minute time frame. What do you think?
I like that. And so what would a long look like? Because obviously right now would be probably waiting for a long, right?
Yeah, because you already got rejected for the high. That would have been an amazing short. Yeah. But let's go ahead and do a long. I would do right here. I would use the POC as a little purple line I have there. That's where the most volume is, by the way, at that little double bottom. So I would do just like this. And you'll probably have maybe a tighter stop loss. But this is actually not bad for this range, this stop loss. Let's see, bring it on up. That's a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio.
You wouldn't take that trade, bro?
Here's the trade.
You would take the trade?
I personally wouldn't, no.
Oh, man. Live a little, bro.
I'm not a huge small time frames. I'm not a big scalper.
I'm a bad influence on you, aren't I?
It's okay. I take it as a challenge because TA is fractal, I believe, as well. I can use it on big time frames, smaller time frames. As you said, it's a lot more accurate on the larger time frames. Yeah. But I like the exercise. I like the challenge of how would you trade this? Right.
Okay.
So I don't know. Somebody trade this. Let me know how it works out.
Somebody trade. I got you, bro.
Not financial advice.
Bitcoin's seeing a little bit of a push up again. We're just kind of checking back in. How's your trade looking, by the way?
Looking good. We're up 33%, $170.
Look at that 15-minute. Looks good.
Risk-free trade right now.
Oh, you kept your stop loss above your entry?
Yep. I would not lose money on this trade.
Man, isn't it nice, bro? And look, for your sake, that green dot of doom already fulfilled this prophecy, bro. We had a red candle, now we're back to the upside.
Let's go.
The only thing I'll tell people is mine 75K. Price got rejected there, and so we'll see. Low volume area, so we might move through it. I mean, just generally pretty low volume area in total. And then the last thing I want to do is some confluence there, gold pocket with VWAP. So that, I guess that would be my only thing. If someone is in a high leveraged or high margin trade, they followed along with JP and they're happy with their profit, you know, sub 75K. There's a lot of confluence here for potential resistance. Just, I would say, look at taking maybe some profit around that area.
Oh yeah, I'm like what I'm seeing. The liquidity chart.
Let's take a look.
I like the potential 3 white soldiers there. You got a nice liquidity grab to the downside, and we're heading up. I see us building liquidity, and this is the 1 hour, by the way. I should go back to the smaller time frames, but the 1 hour gives you a different perspective on liquidity there. Let's go back down to the 5 minute is where we usually are. Did we build more liquidity? More liquidity? Yes. Look at that. This liquidity was not there before.
Yeah.
It is now there. People are entering shorts right now, and we're getting more concentrated liquidity to the upside. So this indicates a stronger probability of a short squeeze.
Which would be good for a long.
Good for a long. That's what happened last night. Last night was a short squeeze, 100%.
I think 600 million, right? I saw that number float around.
Yeah, I didn't look at it, but this zone right here, that's the short squeeze, folks. So when the market makes major changes like we're doing now, we're going from majorly bearish to bullish. That's where a lot of people get wrecked. That's where the squeezes happen, and that's where the money is to be made.
Beautiful. I like squeezing.
So new type trader wants me to look at zero. Should I look at that?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, let's look at zero.
Also, someone said, XPR said, how do you make the top and bottom white line straight instead of jagged with the price?
Straight instead the white line. You talking about the trend line?
I don't know. I think he's.
Do you mean?
Oh, I think he's talking about your fixed range.
Oh,
how your high.
Oh, jagged
area high and
to make it straight instead of jagged. I think I know what he's talking about. So there's something called what do they call it? Let me see. Style. It's to develop it. I think he's talking about the developing VA. So maybe he has it like this. Let me turn off my value area high and value area low. You see how it's like all squiggly? It's going with the price, which is kind of cool too. I like that. I was actually experimenting with this feature. So that's taking current price action and is making like a dynamic value area high and low. I like the more fixed one. That's more so based on the volume overall. And then you can adjust that like by percent. So right now I have value area by 90%. Now that's pretty generous. I think the default, 70. And most people have it at 70. It has like a tighter range. So I've been messing around with that to see what range I like. I've been at 90 recently. Is that what you're talking about? Does that make sense? Let's look. I want to look at zero. Do you know about zero? I don't know about zero.
Layer zero. It's
layer
like
zero.
It's like it's literally a layer. So like, you know how we got layer 1, layer 2? Oh. It's supposed to be like the ultimate layer for all L1s. I don't know.
They're one up and not
That's
layer 1.
That's pretty much all I know about it. I don't know much. I don't have any.
Okay, you got a big uptrend on the 4 hour. Let me just zoom all the way out. Whenever I'm looking at an asset I don't usually look at, I got to look at the big time frames. So weekly, you're breaking out a lot. You're at resistance, and there's a nice neckline. We like necks around here. We like long necks here.
Hey man, you have a really nice neck. Like, who the fuck? What man says that to another man? Very strange.
Very strange. So I see a major breakout past that line, or you get rejected here. So this is the critical level. This is the key level for layer zero. Let's go in to about a 4 hour time frame. Look, you're right at that level. Interesting.
Also, JP, if I can kind of interject, if you want to swap over to my computer here, looks like we've got a little bit of a like a inverse head and shoulders that's kind of breaking out. There's your, I mean, that's a kind of a fucked up neckline, but there's your neckline. The only thing I will say, and I'm also on the weekly.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say, you know what I'm going to say, JP? I bring it up all the time. Volume is dropping.
Yeah.
Let's look at VWAP. VWAP has made a U-turn. You can see here on the weekly. Kind of, you know, a little bit of a sharp recovery, stayed flat, and it's not trending up. It's not like this. And so that's the only thing I'll say, but that's on the very high time frame. Just kind of my thoughts and my analysis, as you were kind of on the weekly, JP, is mind the volume.
I'm looking at the weekly. I do see the volume dropping, but do you see the big volume spike right here?
Yeah.
That was pretty nice. And I see what you're talking about.
It gave it all back.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about the kind of possible head and shoulder, inverse head and shoulder here.
Yeah.
But the question is this the right shoulder right here? This little small shoulder? Or is it more like, you know, patterns aren't perfect. Is it more like shoulder, head, and then expect that right shoulder?
Yeah.
You know, that seemed like that would be more symmetric, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
So I would be careful for a pullback here. This is a key level, you know, so, you know, we could blast through it, but I would say probability says you come back to make one more shoulder. So be careful on your long if you're now longing zero.
What if we short it right now, dude?
Then you could short
right
it to that right shoulder. You could short to the right shoulder.
But I mean, it isn't an uptrend, so that's the only thing. But I mean, we're at a key resistance level there. Right?
Yeah, well, let's go to some smaller time frames. 4 hour, huge uptrend. You're breaking out as we speak. Let's go to a 1 hour, same thing. I see no stopping it. Can't skip to 30. Let's go to the 30. What do we think about volume here? What do we think about momentum? Volume, chopping around. It's okay, right? Nothing compared to back here.
Lower high on the Stokes.
Okay, but it's not showing us any obvious divergence. It looked like it could about to print.
I think
could be about to print some bear div here, right?
It will.
You see that?
I think it will, man. I mean,
as the price goes up, you got the RSI going down. But you could say, hey, we're not done yet. We're still pumping. You know, this is gonna blast past resistance. Maybe if Bitcoin gets a short squeeze right now to the upside. Let's go to smaller time frames. If you were scalping this, yeah, just breakout. It's just breakout city. Look at this, man. That's a nice little ascending triangle right there. You could have longed that from the bottom of the channel, or even still now, high risk. If you're a scalper, high risk long here. Stop loss beyond the wicks, and just take this up to the measured move, which would be conservative there. Or if you want to be, I don't know if you can really do this. Say that whole thing is the flagpole.
That's like a really lean forward.
That's really aggressive right there. Yeah. But, you know, maybe somewhere in between. Get a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. Long that sucker right now.
Why are you always going against me, bro?
Are you want to? I'm joking. Is this a short?
No. I'm joking. Okay. It was an idea I threw out there because, you know, on the weekly with kind of where that resistance level was.
Anybody else got any other charts we want to look at? Do we have time? And maybe people could send in some super chats for deep dives, maybe.
Maybe
that would be nice in the future. You know, show some love, and we'll look real deep into, you know, whatever you want us to look at.
Yeah. I think for today's show though, I think we're gonna wrap.
We gotta go.
Yeah, we gotta go. I want to give a shout out to the people watching. We're growing this show here, and so if you want to be part of it and get some gold, baby. Look at that. Let us know. That one is, ladies, I gotta say, this one wasn't as clean because of the borders. Mm-hmm. You can do better than that. I didn't understand. Happy St. Patty's Day. Yes, happy St. Patrick's Day. Don't be stupid, okay? Drink safely, responsibly, and zenly. Thank you. That's all we got. Come back tomorrow. We'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow we got the morning. No, tomorrow we don't have the morning show. Tomorrow we can only do one show. Let's do the trading show. We'll let Rob. Rob, come in here, man. Come in. We'll let Rob decide because Big one Rob. Show he'll be there. The other show he will not be there. So tomorrow we can only do one show. You pick trading show or morning show.
We got to talk about Bitcoin, bro. It broken out to the, what was it, 76 this morning? You know, I've been telling you.
I literally
bottom's in the rear view.
Bull market is back, right?
Bull market is back, baby.
Hey. You see how he can never answer a question? I just asked, you want the morning show or the trading show?
Bull market is back. Do what you want with that information.
All right, I guess we'll figure it out tomorrow. But either way, we'll go live at 10:30 a.m. Pacific time. Want to thank you all very much, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.